I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration that made ladies sing the blues. I'm the spark that makes your idea bright. The same spark that lights the dark so that you can know your left from your right. I am the ballad in your box, the bullet in the gun, the inner glow that let you know to call your brother son. The story that just begun, the promise of what's to come. And I'ma remain a soldier till the war is won. Chop, chop, chop. You gon' flip. Chop, chop, chop. You gon' flip. Chop, chop, chop. You gon' flip. Chop, chop, chop.
Welcome to the Immaculate Negro podcast, episode 15, the last episode of the season. So I'm super excited about this episode because the topic is something I'm literally infatuated with. I've always loved astronomy and space and just the endless totality of the universe. The idea that it is so boundless and that we don't really know everything and it is impossible to truly know everything. And it's all not really within the scope of our comprehension just yet. It is the idea that there is so much more to learn when it comes to the entire universe. Really the truth about existence and so many things we don't really know. So just looking up into space, I just see so many possibilities that I hope one day humanity can achieve. I hope one day humanity can find the answers to all these questions that I'm just so curious about. So that's just a quick reason why I'm excited about this episode. The topic is something I really love, something I'm really interested in. It's something that really takes my breath away. So with that being said, let's just dive right into it. And so I just want to start by saying that one thing I will not do is argue or discuss science versus religion. I'm not extremely religious, but they are not mutually exclusive beliefs. You can be religious and still believe and support the reality of science and everything it does for us. So with that being said, I've kind of broken this down into, 4 subcategories when it comes to astronomy. It's Earth, global warming, space, and aliens. Those are, 4 important topics as it relates to this subject that I want to discuss. So to start with Earth. This is the planet that allows us to exist, to thrive, and to survive. Earth is 4.543 billion years old. The solar system which Earth resides in is 4.571 billion years old. The galaxy which our solar system inhabits, the Milky Way galaxy, is 13.51 billion years old. And lastly, the entire universe that encompasses everything we know to be existence and reality is 13.82 billion years old. Just to put it in perspective, humanity is about 200,000 years old. We, as human beings, have only existed for a very small amount of time compared to the rest of the universe. So, we should humble ourselves a bit. So moving on to the next topic of global warming. So there's no real argument to be made here. It's a foregone conclusion that global warming is a reality we face. Seeing as we are inhabitants of this planet, our actions must affect the ecosystem around us. It may not be immediate, but over time, the conditions for life may not be adequate enough for us to sustain, which is the real issue as it pertains to global warming. The problem is that over time, it will have a detrimental effect on the survival of humanity as a species. I don't really think anybody needs to be told that, but I just wanted to restate that loud and clear one time for those in the back that may be hard of hearing. Just so that we're all on the same page when it comes to the stance of global warming and the fact that it's a real problem that we keep pushing off and prolonging. One day we're gonna have to address this issue or deal with the ramifications. So with all that being said, I want to move on to the next topic of space. The size of space is literally unfathomable. Like I said earlier, the universe is 13.82 billion years old. In this universe, throughout all of space, there are at least 100 billion different galaxies. In our Milky Way galaxy alone, there are billions of solar systems. Each solar system, like our own, is comprised of stars, planets, asteroids, and general space debris. So I say all of that to say this. Our entire solar system, all of which we don't even have thorough access to, is just one of trillions of solar systems in the known universe. Space is one of those things that give me perspective. It reminds me how small we are on this planet, in this solar system, in our Milky Way galaxy, all inside this vast, ever-expanding universe. So the next topic I want to discuss is aliens. So aliens. Another thing I won't argue with people about is the existence of other life in the universe. Humans have been around for only 200,000 of the 13.82 billion years of this universe's existence. Even before the existence of humans, during the 4.5 billion years of Earth's existence, there was other life on this planet before us. So I believe it is extremely foolish to think that during those billions of years before the existence of humanity, that there is no other sentient life that could have formed. To me, this is the height of the hubris of man. We are arrogant enough to believe that we are the only existence in all of reality. Just on chance and probability alone, there must be life on other planets. However, there's a scientific formula that calculates the probability based on certain parameters. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence, or SETI, has been an ongoing effort in America since the 1900s. Now, SETI was originally a NASA program, but due to federal budget cuts and certain political problems of the time, they had to separate and become their own independent organization that is now still supported by NASA, but ran by scientists and Nobel Prize winners and experts in the field. Now, what I find most interesting about SETI is the probabilistic argument known as the Drake equation. Not because it deals in absolutes, but probability and approximations. The equation is used to estimate the number of active, communicative, extraterrestrial civilizations in the Milky Way galaxy. The Drake equation summarizes the main concepts which scientists must contemplate when considering the question of other radio-communicative life in the universe. Now, I'm not gonna go over every individual variable that comprises the Drake equation, but I will drop a visual for people who are looking at it as well as listening, so you can see it. But if you're just listening, then you won't be able to see it. So feel free to go watch it too, so you can actually see what the equation is made of. Or I guess you could really just Google it. It's up to you if you really, really care that much. So what I find so interesting about this equation is that I guess it helps remove doubt. It kind of gives you, I guess, scientific proof that no matter what you want to consider or discuss or think about, there is just no chance that there is no other life in this universe. There is literally no chance. This universe is so vast, it's so crazy, it's so huge, we don't even fully comprehend all of it yet. So it's wild to make such an absolute statement that, oh, we are the only life that exists. That's literally impossible. And I just love the scientific breakdown of how that is impossible. I love how it shows it. I love what it represents. And I just love the whole idea of it. But that's just how I feel once again. As always, thank you so much for listening, and God bless.